Welcome back, guys. So there's been a major rumbling recently over the true identity of Zoe's father, which to this point is still unknown. Lamar has assumed surrogate duties, having been involved with Monique in the events prior to the show. We met Lamar fresh out of a 2-year prison stint that placed him on the bottom of the underworld's totem pole, and the square world too for that matter. Since attaining his freedom, he's tried to foster a renewed relationship with his former girlfriend and stepdaughter, which was going well prior to the calamities of episode 5. Zoe's kidnapping and the chaos surrounding that pivotal occurrence positioned him right back outside Mo's iron door, as well as re-cemented the iron in her heart that he was melting with every sweet nothing, not to mention an applause of those cheeks. But was someone else responsible for that clappage in Lamar's absence? Many believe Slick to be the culprit, and in today's video, we'll be exploring just how plausible such a notion is given what we know. Before we begin, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and bell notification to immediately receive these videos. Also, big thank you to all of my channel donors. If you'd like to be the next one, drop $1 on that Cash App for us. And lastly, a spoiler alert is now in effect for all things BMF. Here we go. According to the BMF fandom, Slick has been heavily speculated to be Zoe's true forebear. This theory likely derived from his overt concern for Mo during Zoe's kidnapping. During that traumatic experience, Lamar was confronted by Mo about her daughter's whereabouts. The 12th Street King was at a loss, only offering adamant pleas to find their missing baby. In the midst of this exchange, a hobbled Slick directly inquired about Mo's state of being with a simple, "You good?" This offhand concern didn't arouse this commentator's suspicions outright, but it did leave a lingering on the surface. I mean, it's only human to show care and interest to someone who's clearly distraught, right? Someone who's experiencing the worst agony a parent can imagine when their child's life is endangered. Isn't that just par for the proverbial course? So it would seem, but there's more to this story. Slick was revealed as a former associate of Lamar's prior to the latter's incarceration back in episode 2. Through their conversation, we learned that Slick's alias during their prime street days was PM, and that he had to rebrand himself and his approach in order to gain new ground in a new game with the new team. Later in that same episode, Mo pulled up to confront Lamar about abruptly popping up to Zoe's school. Slick's first reaction to her presence was one of astonishment, exclaiming, "That's Mo," right before she unleashed her fury on her unofficial baby daddy. Now, I previously made jokes regarding Slick's body language and demeanor during this heated exchange, but upon re-examination, more details suggest a previous relationship between the estranged. Notice how Slick nearly tiptoes out of the middle of their confrontation, gleefully watching the two spar from the sidelines. Also, his expressions here indicate that the fact that Mo and Lamar had a prior relationship was breaking news. He didn't give off an air of familiarity to their union, but a surprise one, much to the contrary. Keep in mind, it's not uncommon for former running buddies to share the same women in the street, especially if they all hail from the same place. Wouldn't surprise me one bit if they were both in and out of that iron door before Lamar's temporary removal from society. And Mo has shown no discrepancies in trading one man for another, as she did with Meech for Lamar and vice versa. Additionally, towards the end of that aforementioned altercation, Mo urged Slick to talk to his friend, and what did she refer to him as? PM. The same name Slick previously told Lamar he had changed as the game changed around him. Her referring to him under his old moniker suggests further that they have an old history, something that just may have resulted in a beautiful baby girl. Slick would later lace Lamar on how to deal with Mo and regain that love through unabashed devotion. Sure, his wisdom to the pending 12th Street boss could have been applied to just about every woman who requires a more nuanced approach. But again, that air of familiarity returned to his tone when describing just how to placate his lover-to-be. He's undoubtedly had a prior relationship with Mo. However, outside of the events mentioned here, we're not left with much evidence to outright accuse Slick of paternity. Here's what we do know. Episode 5's title was Secrets and Lies, and it's the same episode that sparked the paternal speculation against Slick in the first place. During the episode, much was revealed in the realm of deceit and decadence with nearly all of our major players, Slick's lone inquiry to Mo in a state of duress left the door open for additional theories such as this one. Another factoid to keep in mind is his actual street moniker. After all, Slick is not a name that inspires loyalty or faithfulness to a code. To the contrary, a slick person is one who specializes in cunning, dishonesty, and backstabbing. And although he's been good to Lamar since the latter's return, things could soon change. 12th Street will be turning on the big bad wolf soon from the images we've seen from episode 6. And if Slick was Lamar's liaison to his reemergence, could he also be his adversary in his dismissal? Maybe the unknown history regarding Lamar's old work factors in, but that remains to be seen. But what are your thoughts on all of this? Is Slick Zoe's true father, or will the game turn out to be fairer than that? Be sure to drop me your thoughts in the comments below. As always, I thank you for watching today's video. If you liked today's video, go ahead and drop $1 on that Cash App for us, hit the like button, share it with your friends who are fans of BMF, and subscribe for more content such as this. This is Rudy P. Magic of Rudy P. Magic Beats, and have a blessed one until the next one. Peace, y'all.